quarterback in the league. Oh, what a catch by Jay Nathaniel. That touchdown, Hurricanes.
Junior taking a shot deep. Open target. Her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh,
Down.
watch who's going to step. He's going to go for it. It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for some more Thursday night CFSL action. I am David Ware, and again, joining me in the booth is Colton Powell. This game provides us some Big 12 playoff implications, Colton. A win for Texas, and they win the championship. And that would also give Oklahoma State the third automatic bid. If Baylor can pull off the upset, they keep their playoff hopes alive. So, Colton, what can Baylor do to try to provide the upset here?
It really is to force some turnovers on Jay Duke. I think trying to win the turnover battle here in Waco is going to really have a huge chance for Baylor to try and pull off the upset.
And Baylor starts with the ball in the first half, and right away we're going to see a run by Dorian Hunter. And Colton, I got with the AD for Texas, Beard on blast. I said, hey, what's your point of attack against Baylor? He said, man, we have to stop the run. They've got a three-headed machine and they've got to figure out a way to stop it. So we'll see what they can do. Right away, Carter in the shotgun. Carter going to keep it himself. Bounces off the first defender, gets hit in the backfield, loses 5 yards.
Yeah, back-to-back plays for a total net loss of 9 yards so far in the running game for Baylor. Just great defense up front from this Texas defensive unit. And Duke, he was right. They're eyeing in on this running attack.
So Carter in the gun, going to throw down the left side of the field, has his receiver. Bibbins, a 19-yard reception, and Baylor picking up the long third down.
Yeah, pick up the long third down, just able to get in the middle of the zone, a little bit of a post route, able to dice in between coverage, and a really nice throw from Wyndham Carter.
So Baylor thrown in a little surprise there after going a couple runs. See what Carter has dialed up here. 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom, hands it off. That's going to be Hunter with the run again. Brings up a 2nd down and 10.
And Chet Owens laying a nice hit on Dorian Hunter. One of the two halfbacks in this three-headed monster that Baylor has in the backfield. It's going to look to continue to dial in on this rushing attack.
The twins to the top, twins to the bottom. Baylor rushing right up the middle. Hunter picks up 10 yards, gets across midfield. That will get to Texas's 48-yard line.
And getting to the 48, and for Baylor, they almost have 3 players on their team with over 400 rushing yards.
Carter in the shotgun, 3 receivers at the bottom now. And this one up the middle, that's Dorian Hunter again. 2 yards on the carry. He's only averaging 2 yards a carry so far, but I tell you what, they're mixing it up really well.
Yeah, they are mixing it up, using their change of pace in between Christian Davis and Dorian Hunter, as well as even Wyndham Carter, really utilizing this rushing attack well so far.
Carter in the gun. Hands this one right up the middle. That's Dorian Hunter, loses 2 yards. Don't forget, over on Twitch, North Carolina, Miami battling it out over there. That's going to be a fun game. Make sure you got that pulled up as well. Give it some love. Help any hype trains that come up. They're getting close to a hype train now, so help that out as well. Back here on YouTube, Carter in the gun. 2 receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. Carter thrown to the left side, has his receiver bouncing off the first defender. Christian Davis out of the backfield. You mentioned him about being a running attack there. He's part of the receiving game, but it will be short, and Baylor forced the punt.
And to force the punt, they kind of started off a little slow. Great defense from this Texas unit. And now they're going to get the ball to their offense, who's been really effective all season long.
They have. And so as Texas offense gets ready to come out, I also talked to Braden, the AD for Baylor. I said, hey, who's the guy that you want to stop? We saw it right there. The impact player, Joey Wolford, he said, hey, I want to make sure Wolford does not get that record on our home field. So we'll see if they can stop him. Jay Duke handing the ball off to Stannon. Stannon, last week's Offensive Player of the Week, picks up 2 yards. And over on Twitch, a score update, a 1-yard rushing touchdown by Rocco Rambo. North Carolina up 7-0, 6:46 left in the first quarter there. And back on YouTube, Stannon running right. Stannon only getting 1 yard. Baylor's defense dialed in on Stannon.
It dialed in indeed, and kind of a little bit of a change that we've kind of seen from this Texas offense. Not normally known for the rushing attack except for last week, and Duke's going to have to do something here.
Duke throws the middle of the field. Logan Wetzel, the pretzel, wide open in the middle of the field, picks up a 13-yard reception, and that will be a Longhorn first down.
A nice first down, nice throw from Duke to pick up the first, throwing it to Wetzel, who right now is the leader in receiving yards for this Texas offense.
So we have Duke in the shotgun, 2 receivers at the top, and he's going to go wide receiver screen. Shockley hit immediately, not able to get anywhere.
And it was a good play call, just not great blocking. That defense kind of saw that one coming and was able to make a nice play on the football.
Duke in the shotgun again, 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 to the top. There's going to be a handoff to Stannon right up the middle. James Stannon, the senior halfback, picks up 4 yards. I'll bring up a 3rd down and 7.
It was a nice run from Stanton. Decent blocking up front. Still going to be 3rd and long, and you need to pick it up.
So Duke, 3rd and 7, right across the middle of the field, has a first down. And that is Joey Wolford acting like a tornado in the middle of the football field, just spinning around, picking up 16 yards and a huge first down.
A huge first down indeed, getting into Baylor territory. And as you said, he did look like a tornado in the middle field, breaking all sorts of tackles.
So now a first down for Texas. They're on Baylor side of the field at their 45. 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. Duke in the shotgun with Stannon in the backfield. Stannon comes out of the backfield. Duke to the left side. He has Shockley. This would be a 26-yard gain, and that will put Texas inside the PX1 Sports red zone.
It was a nice catch from Shockley, and a beautiful throw. Is decent defense from Baylor on the outside.
Upset Archie, an 83 yards pick 6 for North Carolina. They're up 14-0, 6 minutes left in the first quarter. The number 1 team against an unranked team, that would be huge. And here, this is touchdown Texas. Logan Wetzel with the touchdown. Jay Duke throwing a perfect strike. Texas the first to get on the board here.
Yeah, first to get on the board. It was a great route ran from Wetzel, kind of getting it out in the open. No one on that side of the field for the defense, and was able to make a nice cut in to get into the end zone and pick up a touchdown for Texas.
And what a drive. Very, very efficient. They mixed in the run. No huge run from Stanton, but nonetheless kept the defense honest. Great passes. Wetzel got a couple, and Wolford also had the huge reception. So Texas offense able to strike early. Now it is going to be up to Baylor to respond. Their first drive, they did pick up a first down, but really relied heavily on the running game as we expected, and Texas was ready for it. They did catch Texas off guard with that 19-yard pass. Let's see if maybe they make some adjustments, Colton.
I definitely might see some more adjustments. I don't think they will stay away from the running attack, but they're going to have to make some passes to keep up with this high-powered offense of Texas.
Now Carter, the quarterback keeper on the read option. Carter, a great run right up the heart of the defense. Picks up 12 yards. And I'll tell you what, this would be crazy if Baylor can continue to run all over Texas like this and get some points.
It definitely will be crazy. If they can continue this running game and Texas can't stop it, we're looking in for a really close one.
We are, and Dorian Hunter, a 3-yard carry, brings up 2nd and 7. And right now, we have Baylor at their own 31-yard line. 2 receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. Carter is in the gun with 2 in the backfield. Fakes the handoff, and he gets hit as he's letting go of the ball. It's an incomplete pass. Say what, the defense for Texas got home, and that was number 43, Chet Owens, on the hit.
Yeah, Chet Owens, a fantastic player for the secondary of Texas, making a huge play.
Carter deep down the right side, and so close. The receiver could not hold on to it. That was number 13, Cash Johnson, on the coverage, and Baylor forced a punt, but man, they almost had the home run.
Yeah, almost had the home run. I believe that was B.J. Sharp Jr., the intended target, just not able to bring that one in, and just a great defense from Texas.
Yes, it was. And Texas's defense, we've seen what they can do all season long. They have been very dominant. Texas here will start at their own 45-yard line. Duke has two receivers at the top, two at the bottom, standing in the backfield with them. Takes the handoff. He's unloading deep down the right side. And this was Shockley, 47 yards, but he couldn't stay in bounds. He had a touchdown, and he goes out of bounds. It'll be first and goal. And over on Twitch, we also have a scoring update. Miami, a 25-yard field goal. They now trail 14-3, 4:33 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, it's a really good game over there, and Texas about to score another one here.
So Duke in the shotgun. Two receivers at the top, one to the bottom. Tight end in motion, bottom to top. Duke under pressure. Duke to the right side of the field. Has Wetzel a 2-yard pickup. Second and goal. What a great job by the defense getting pressure.
Yeah, way to get pressure from Baylor, and it was a nice pass from Duke to able to get outside the pocket and throw a beautiful pass.
One receiver at the top, one at the bottom. Duke to the end zone. It's intercepted. Number 21, Connor Burns, the middle linebacker, taking that one off in the end zone, keeping Texas out from scoring.
Yeah, that's his second interception on the season. What a play and what a turnaround to stop them in the red zone and pick up a nice turnover. That's a turnover that, like I said at the beginning of the game, that's what they needed to try and pull an upset.
We have Carter. He's standing in his own end zone, keeps the quarterback keeper on the read option, gets back to the line of game. Now, Colton, we've got a lot of football in this game and the one over on Twitch. But number 3 and number 4 done lost this week. Possibly number 1 and number 5. Our rankings could go haywire next week.
Yeah, rankings, if somehow Texas and Miami managed to lose, I wouldn't even begin to tell you what teams would make out the top 15.
So there's a great pass to Stone Williams at the screen to get a little bit of room for Carter. It's going to be 3rd and 3. They're now at the 11-yard line. Carter in the shotgun. And right up the middle, this is a first down and more. Dorian Hunter, 8 yards on the carry. And this is exactly what Duke was afraid of, the three-headed machine of running. And Baylor is hard to stop when they get running like this.
Yeah, when they get going, they are really difficult to stop, as you said. Texas is going to have to dial in a little bit more on this run game.
And Carter, an incomplete pass. The pressure got to him. Let's see what he can dial up here. 2nd and 10. They're now at their own 19-yard line. 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. 2 in the backfield with him. Hands it off. That's Dorian Hunter. Cuts back up inside. 2 yards on the carry. Brings up a 3rd and 8.
Yeah, 3rd and 8. And Duke in chat saying, I always throw at least one. I'm assuming he means the interceptions, as he is a throw it or for all or nothing.
He is. Carter under pressure. Carter goes down, loses 6 yards. That's a coverage sack. Nowhere to go whatsoever, and he took the hit.
And nowhere to go. Great coverage downfield from Texas as Anthony Grant gets his 7th sack on the season. And that will give him a slight edge over his defensive teammates.
And Baylor going to punt, and commenting on Duke in chat. He says at least one wear a game. I just love how he likes to say my name. He's got a weird obsession with it. And standing with the return, starting on Baylor's 32-yard line. Great starting position for Texas here. And Duke hands this one off to Stannon running left, Stannon breaking tackles. We saw it last week, 8 yards on the carry. Stannon, see what, he was breaking every tackle last week and looking to do the same thing again.
Yeah, he had some like history-making runs last week. It was exciting to watch him.
Duke fakes the handoff, Stannon. He's blocking in the backfield. This is going to be right to the middle of the field. Yankins, a 10-yard reception, first down and 10, and Texas inside the PX1 Sports red zone.
Inside the red zone, and the comment on Duke about the interceptions, at least you're not leading the league in interceptions like I am.
Well, that is true. So 5 wide receivers for Duke, 3 the top, 2 the bottom. Under pressure, Duke the middle of the field, gets his receiver, Bo Jones, and a whole host of defenders was all over him as soon as he caught it.
As a great defense from the middle linebackers, making a great play, and just a nice throw from Duke to get 6 yards.
And Duke, looking for something to happen, throws this one away. The blitz was coming, nowhere to go. He doesn't lose any yards. He lives to play another down, and smart play.
Yeah, smart play, and this Baylor defense is playing super well defense inside the red zone here tonight.
So Duke in the shotgun. Duke looking the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Joey Wolford, a huge touchdown, and that will make this a 2-possession game for Texas.
A 2-possession game going up early, as that will be the last play of this first quarter.
And at the end of the first quarter, Colton, it's 14-0 Texas. Stay tuned. You are watching the CFSL and PX1 Sports on YouTube. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The second quarter underway. Texas scoring as the first quarter ended, up currently 14-0, but Baylor's done a great job keeping themselves in the game so far defensively. They have to be pretty happy that it's only a 14-point game.
Yeah, only a 14-point game going into the second quarter. Many didn't think this would be a close game, but Baylor's doing a great job putting pressure on ranked 5 Texas.
So Carter deep down the field, and this is an interception. This could be trouble. A great return, and Texas getting this one right back. Alex Abernathy with his first interception of the night, and that puts the Longhorns back in great starting position yet again, and they're going to look to make this a 3-score game.
Yeah, his first interception of the night and his first on the season for the junior out of Pulaski, Tennessee. So congrats to him for getting his first one on the season.
Jay Duke in the shotgun, 3 receivers at the bottom, 1 at the top. Duke throws the middle of the field. That's almost intercepted. That was dropped by the wide receiver, then almost intercepted. And over on YouTube, over on Twitch, we have an update. Sam Dobbins, an 8-yard rush up the middle for a touchdown. Now 14-10, 30 seconds left in the first quarter over there. Here, Duke, he's got time. And Duke is hit. The pressure came, and down goes Duke. 3rd and 17. We call that a long country mile.
A long country mile and a great coverage sack from this Baylor defense. Great coverage downfield, and a great defense and a great sack there from this defensive line.
And Baylor would love nothing more than to either force a field goal here or maybe even a punt if they can push it back a little bit further. 3rd and 17, Duke in the shotgun, 3 receivers at the bottom, 1 to the top. Halfback screen to Stannon, and the defense all over it, forcing them back 3 yards. This would be a long field goal. I don't think they go for it. I think they either go for it on 4th down or they punt. I don't think they take a field goal shot here.
I agree. I don't see them taking a field goal, especially with the 10-mile-per-hour winds here tonight.
So, yeah, and it is a beautiful night, 68 degrees, but that 10-mile-an-hour wind can affect it. Great hold by Baylor's defense, Colton. I am extremely impressed. A turnover in the plus side of the field for Texas, and they are forced to punt. This one goes out of the back of the end zone. So Baylor can breathe new life. That turnover didn't hurt them whatsoever. Carter the freshman quarterback just needs to come out, shake it off, forget that it happened, and he needs to use his weapons. I'd like to see him find the sophomore B.J. Shark Jr. for another big play, but we will see. Carter starting at the 20-yard line, hands this to Hunter. Hunter bounces off the first defender. Hunter loses 5 yards, and Texas responds defensively.
It responds defensively. Brown getting a nice tackle for loss, and this O-line's got to step it up just a tad to allow this rushing attack to work to full force.
So Carter in the shotgun, 2 receivers stop to the bottom. Hunter fakes the handoff, and Carter keeps it himself, loses 3. Cholakovich, 5 tackles already. We're early in the second quarter, and a long third and a country mile. But remember, they converted a 3rd and 18 earlier with a 19-yard pickup to B.J. Shark Jr. We have 3 receivers at the bottom, 1 to the top. Deep down the middle of the field, he has his receiver. That's B.J. Shark Jr. again, a 26-yard pickup. And Baylor, when they've used the pass game, it has worked.
Yeah, it has worked to perfection on these deep throws down the field. They only missed 1, and that was his first catch of the night.
I'm pretty sure he had that 19-yard catch earlier, I thought.
Unless Frosty is wrong, then he might have more than 1.
Yeah, he had a 19-yard catch earlier, I'm pretty sure. Dorian Hunter, a 5-yard rush here, 2nd down and 5. If it wasn't B.J. Shark Jr., I'm not sure who it was, but I was pretty sure it was Shark Jr. earlier on the 19-yard reception.
It might have been. We'll have to see if he gets another catch, whether it's his 2nd or it's his 3rd.
So we have Carter in the shotgun and then pass the top of the field. A great play, but we have a flag. We'll see what it is. And that dreaded clipping call, it will be coming back. And we're getting word from our associate producer. It was Bibbins in the first, so I apologize. I was just speaking life into B.J. Shark Jr. getting a reception there.
And it's still a great throw. That flag kind of drains away that huge play on that last one. They'll see if they can try and do that again.
So Baylor now at their 37-yard line. Pressure coming from Texas. Dorian Hunter right up the middle, ran right through the pressure, and that's 13 yards. What a great job. The blitz was coming, and Dorian Hunter ran right by him.
And it was a great play call from Baylor. They saw the blitz incoming, ran the football, took advantage of the blitz and the misalignment from this Texas defense. Great play for Baylor.
Carter in the gun again, keeps it himself on the read option, and Carter goes down, loses 4 yards. That's number 91, Justin Brown, with the tackle in the backfield.
And laid a huge hit on Carter as well. It makes a 2nd and long. They're behind the chains. Don't need to get everything in one play. Just need to try and pick up some type of yards.
Carter in the gun. He pump fakes right. He's under pressure. Carter goes down. That was a huge sack. Robert Green, his first sack of the night. He needs 1 more, and he will tie Enrique Pepino for 3rd most in Texas history. So we will be watching that with his next sack. Here, Carter in the shotgun, twins to the top, twins to the bottom, Hunter in the backfield. Carter thrown deep down the right side, off the back of the Texas defender, and the wide receiver almost caught it.
That would have been, I would have said that was top play of the week if that managed to get caught. That whole man, that would have been a nice play.
That would have been a fantastic play. It would have been a very comical play, I guess you could say. James Stanton, a 13-yard return. Texas forced to punt on their last drive. They have 162 yards of offense, but I'm going to tell you, overall, I feel like Baylor's done a good job trying to contain them. And Texas will start at their own 38-yard line. 2 receivers top to the bottom. Duke hands it off to Stanton. Stanton bouncing off defenders. He goes down after a 1-yard carry. And I tell you what, though, that was Prince Nicholas coming in with the tackle.
And somehow Stanton able to pull Houdiniac and get out of a little bit of a gang tackle and made a huge play to at least get 1.
Cholakovic, a 1-yard rush coming from defense over on Twitch. Miami with a field goal, currently 14-13, 5:57 in the first half over there. An exciting ball game. Make sure you're tuning in over there. And back here on YouTube, Texas trying to drive. Duke under pressure. Duke deep down the middle of the field. He has his receiver, and that is a huge first down. No, that is Andre Leclerc with the reception right down the middle. You cannot allow the receiver that much room.
And you can't allow anybody that much room, no matter what position you play. As defense was caught off guard, kind of ran behind the safeties and made a huge play for Leclerc.
So Texas in the PX1 Sports red zone. And a handoff to Stanton running left, bouncing off the first defender, 7 yards on the carry. That brings up a 2nd and 3.
Yeah, 2nd and 3, great job from Stanton, making a huge run and great blocking up front from this offensive line.
Texas at the Baylor 10-yard line. Duke in the shotgun. Duke looking the end zone, overthrows his defender, brings up a 3rd and 3. Can Baylor hold on and force a field goal?
Yeah, if they can somehow manage to hold on and force yet another red zone defensive stop, it's going to be some good things for this Baylor defense to do that.
Well, Duke passes off to the right side, gets Shockley, 2-yard reception. It is short, 4th and 1. We've seen a lot of aggression from Texas, but here they're just taking the 3 points. I'm a little bit shocked.
Yeah, I would say I'm a little bit shocked. They have been aggressive all game, going up 17-0, 4:10 left in the second quarter. It's not necessarily score when you need to right now for Baylor. I would want to see some type of points put up on this drive and see some consistency with this offense.
B.J. Shark Jr. with a nice return. Baylor starting now at their own 30-yard line. Carter will be in the gun, 2 receivers at top, 1 to the bottom. Has Hunter in the backfield with him. Carter throws to the bottom of the field, has Hunter out of the backfield. Hunter picks up 3 yards, and that brings up a 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, picking up a nice 3 yards, manages to break the initial tackle, and made a nice play to at least get a few extra.
So in the gun again, twins to the top, twins to the bottom. And just the Hunter up the middle. Hunter stiff arming his way, picks up 5 yards, and that was a great run and makes it a 3rd and 3.
And Cholakovic has 7 tackles already, and it's the first half. And a great run from Dorian Hunter to make this 3rd and manageable.
Absolutely. We'll see what they dial up here. Quarterback keeper Carter bouncing off the first, and then a host of Longhorns right there, led by Cholakovic, his 8th tackle, and that will force the Baylor punt.
For forcing another punt for this offense, just can't seem to find some type of rhythm and some consistency on these drives. And this defense playing the run game very well as we get late in this game where fatigue starts to become an issue.
I'm going to tell you, with the offense struggling like this, what I would look for, Colton, I'd look for Baylor's defense to try to make a play to ignite the offense maybe. Maybe get a turnover, maybe get a pick 6, something like that, to help provide some energy. Here, Duke under pressure. Duke goes down, a sack for 8. That can help provide a little bit of igniting and some firepower for this team.
Yeah, definitely. And this is a defense that does not get much pressure and many sacks on the season. With their only leading sack leader only having 3 on the season, and not many are too far. Really, no one else is ahead of them, and only a few are within a sack behind.
Duke going to go to the wide receiver screen, and this is intercepted. This could be trouble. Baylor, the interception. That was number 1, Jay Henry. He almost took it all the way to the house. What a job by Jay Henry.
What a job, and where you called it. This is the momentum and fire that they needed to light a spark under this offense. And now they're inside the PS1 Sports red zone. And Duke said, stupid commentator curse.
I'll take it. Here's a handoff to Hunter, running right, bounces out the first defender. I'm pretty sure my phone will be receiving a text message any minute from Duke, so he'll be all right.
I would not doubt it. Just not a great run and great blocking up front from this Baylor offense on that play.
So Carter in the gun, 2 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Dorian Hunter in the backfield. And they're going to stick to the run game. Hunter up the middle. Touchdown, Baylor! Dorian Hunter gets on the board, uses the interception to put Baylor on the board.
Hey, using the interception to get on the board, making this right now 11-point ball game pending the PAT. If it goes in, it'll be a 10-point ball game, 2 scores. Still plenty of time left in this football game, and I am highly impressed with how Baylor's playing against number 5 ranked Texas.
I mean, they are playing well, and there's still a lot of football left. I mean, there's a ton of football, but Baylor looks like they are well prepared for this game. James Stanton, the return that Texas needed. How do you combat momentum swings? You come back with the big special team play, and that's exactly what Texas just did. Starting now at their own 47-yard line, Jay Duke hands this one off to Stanton after the huge run. Stanton falls forward for 9 yards. He's got to be tired.
He's definitely got to be tired after that long return as Texas calls their first timeout.
So 2 minutes and 1 second left in the first half. Texas on the Baylor side of the field. Chalakovich running right, cuts back up inside, and that's a first down.
And Chalakovich coming in, playing both sides of the ball, making some huge plays on defense, and then a huge play on that run.
And 1:57. Remember, Texas gets the ball to start the second half. They've got 2 timeouts left. They might go for the 2 for 1 here. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 to the top for Duke. Under pressure, Duke throws this one away. And what a play. The defense all over him. But Duke was smart to get rid of it.
Yeah, smart play from Duke, throwing that one away. He already has 2 interceptions on the night. He's not trying to have a third.
So Duke, thrown to the middle of the field, has his receiver. It is intercepted again. It is knocked out of the receiver's hand, and it is intercepted. Holy cow. That was Jay Henry with his 2nd interception of the night. Are we going to see a review, though?
I would assume we see a review, but I kind of just spoke that to existence with Jay Duke. That's his 3rd interception on the night, and they're not going to review it.
I am sure that Duke is not going to be happy with the broadcast booth tonight. Carter under pressure. Carter thrown to the right. Great defense by Texas. Wow. I am waiting for Duke to respond to my text message. I went ahead and messaged him.
Yeah, he is not going to be happy with either of us here tonight, and I wouldn't be surprised if that goes in the top plays, because that's a funny play call.
Lawrence Cooper, a 3-yard reception, and 3rd and 7. I've got to determine if I can read this message. Carter with a 5-yard pass to B.J. Sharp Jr. brings up a 4th and 2, and yeah, Duke is mad at me.
Yeah, I would not blame him for being mad at either of us here tonight, but great defense from Texas. Make sure Baylor doesn't get anything on that interception, on that turnover, and getting a decent return from James Stanton to get not too far out from the 50.
Over on Twitch, Kevin Price, a quarterback from North Carolina, a 1-yard run puts North Carolina up 21-13 with 1:26 left in the second quarter over there. So what a great game we have going on there. And Duke under center through the middle of the field has his receiver standing out of the backfield with a 12-yard reception. And supposedly we should be getting fired.
I saw that. He's saying you 2 clowns should be fired.
So Duke to the middle of the field. This one's Yankins, a 7-yard reception. And Yankins actually agrees with Duke. We'll see. Duke now throws the middle of the field again. Duke eating up in the middle of the field. And that's standing out of the backfield again, a 1st and 10.
And he's saying a boxing match at Hangout. I weigh 115 pounds. I don't know if I'm winning that fight.
Duke to the left side of the field has his receiver Shockley, 26 yards, first and goal. And Duke does not want the smoke with me, I promise.
That'd be a match of the century.
Duke to the end zone, throws that one out the back of the end zone, second and goal. And Texas trying to score, 40 seconds left in the first half. They do get the ball for the second half. Power I formation. Duke, they're going to pass the end zone. Nearly picked off again. Great defense. Third and goal. Duke trying to throw 4 interceptions in a game.
Yeah, he's trying to tie me for interceptions thrown in a game, which I threw against Oregon.
Duke thrown out of the backfield. Baylor all over it. Fourth and goal. And will they go for it, or will they take the 3 points?
And they're going to take the 3. I would say I agree with this. You go up and get some points before the half. This should be the final play of this first half, as they will get the ball, like you mentioned, in the second.
Yeah, I think the field goal is a smart choice. Look, obviously quarterback struggling with who he's throwing to. The bright yellow jerseys are not enough to deflect him from throwing to him. And Texas goes up 20-7. We are at halftime now. Colton, what a first half. Look, we expected this to be a much more high-scoring game and maybe one-sided, but Baylor's defense has done fantastic tonight, keeping them in this game.
And definitely, Baylor's defense has surprised, I would say, everybody that bet on this game, that bet the over, whether they bet the spread for in Texas' favor. And a great job from Braden doing a nice game plan to kind of limit this passing attack, and even done well on James Stanton to stop him from making these big plays on the run.
Yeah, absolutely. And Stanton has been phenomenal in the running game, the receiving game, the special teams. I mean, just overall a great game from him, as we expect from the reigning offensive player of the week. So this second half, though, what kind of adjustments do you see Baylor making?
They need to find some way to get this running game going. I know that this is their bread and butter. They're one of the better running teams in the league. Wyndham Carter is averaging 77.7 yards per game, which is the most of any QB in the league, and is 8th best league-wide.
And we're starting the second half here. Texas with the ball. And this is going to be a return out to about the 28. Over on Twitch, Sam Dobbins with a 9-yard rushing touchdown makes it a 21-20 game. They've got about 14 seconds left in the first half over there. And here we go. We are starting the second half. Texas coming out after, scoring the field goal, all the turnovers. We may have to do a Jello wrestling match, is what we're being told. But anyhow,
I saw that.
Texas looking maybe try to make a point here and get some early points in the second half. Finds a receiver right in the middle of the field. That is Shockley. Shockley has had some huge receptions tonight, 6 of them already for 117 yards.
Yeah, 117 and basically 2 quarters of work. Has done a great job here tonight. And Duke is saying his QB isn't struggling, the freaking voodoo witchcraft in the dang booth.
Yeah, well. Very true.
Oh, man.
Duke with a pass out to Leclerc. Second down and 3. Our associate producer, wow. Here we go. A great pass down to Leclerc again. Leclerc getting very active in this offense, 4 catches for 56 yards, trying to help this offense move. We haven't seen much of Joey Wolford tonight. I think he's got that 1 16-yard catch, and that's it so far. Let's see if they find a way to get him involved. Here's a wide receiver screen, nearly picked off. Jay Henry, 2 interceptions already, almost had a house call.
Yeah, he would have taken that one to the house. The speed of this offense might have caught up, but that would have been a nasty play for this defense to get.
Duke to the middle of the field, hits his receiver, but immediately hit. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 4, and Texas is at Baylor's 37-yard line. Duke in the gun, 2 receivers at the top. Duke throwing to the bottom of the screen, has his receiver, gets Jenkins, picks up the 1st down. That's Ron the Wizard in chat picking up the 1st down there. And Texas with a fresh set of downs.
And fresh set of downs, they barely got that one. Almost stopped for another punt.
And Duke deep down the right side, nearly intercepted again. Jay Henry, a defensive performance, trying to will Baylor to victory. 3 deflections, 2 interceptions. Duke better be careful. 2nd and 10, 3 receivers at the top, and it's a wide receiver screen, and it does not get much progress, just 2 yards.
It's just 2 yards. Shockley getting his 8th catch, and this defense of Baylor has stepped up coming into the 2nd half.
So Duke in the shotguns, 3 receivers at the bottom, 2 at the top. It's an empty backfield. Duke looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Joey Wolford, a 30-yard catch, and the Longhorns extend their lead and get Joey Wolford involved. That is 46 receiving yards for Wolford now.
At 46, and a nice way for Texas to go up even more in this game. And for Duke, he's kind of just saying, I'm going to throw it down there. Wolford's down there somewhere.
He was in a great catch. He stayed away from Jay Henry this time, was able to get a completion. B.J. Sharp Jr. with a 24-yard return. Baylor does have to respond. It is, I mean, I think it's bust if they don't score here. It's starting at their own 27-yard line. So Carter in the gun, 2 receivers at the top, 3 at the bottom, and nearly intercepted there. Justin Brown, the linebacker, with the deflection.
Yeah, it could have been a bad play there for Baylor. It could have been intercepted. And I agree, they definitely need to get into the end zone again.
So Carter in the gun, 2 receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. And just went off to Dorian Hunter, and Dorian Hunter met in the backfield. Man, that was Chet Owens back there, as well as Justin Brown.
Yeah, it was a nice play there from the defense, and Baylor 3 for 9 on 3rd down. Gonna have to see some more passing to try and call back at this game.
Carter in the gun, under pressure. Carter escapes the pocket, hits his receiver, gains 2 yards. It's gonna be 4th and 10. He really probably should have just thrown that one away. That's so close to an interception.
Yeah, that was just great coverage from the secondary. I agree, that should have been an interception. Just great coverage on that receiver.
So Texas with the ball. Nice return. James Stannon getting the ball out 18 yards and puts Texas in great position there on Baylor side of the field with the 48-yard line for Duke. We'll have 2 receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. Stannon is in the backfield with them. Fakes the handoff, goes quickly to the wide receiver. It's on the ground. It's fumbled. Leclerc fumbles, but they pick it up. And over on Twitch, we have a score update. We have Deuce Bolden for Miami, a 19-yard touchdown. Miami takes the lead, and the 2-point conversion's good. Extends their lead 28-21. Their first lead of the game, 7:05 left in the 3rd quarter there.
And a nice play, and they're going to review this. I'm kind of curious of what they're trying to confirm.
Well, where the ball goes out could mean 2nd and 10 if there's no fumble. If he's down by ground, and it does look like from that camera angle, but let's listen to the referee. And it's reverse, Colton. So they're going to say no fumble. So it's going to be 2nd down and 8. Texas will be happy with those 2 yards. 2 receivers at the top, 2 the bottom. Standing in the backfield. Duke hands it off to Stannon. Stannon running right. Stannon's got some room. Stannon's probably going Well, I was going to say he's going to the house, but great job by Baylor closing in at the last second. But that is what Stanton did all last week.
Yeah, and doing it again here tonight, making a nice run, great blocking up front from the O-line, just that Baylor secondary able to close in on the gap and able to tackle Stanton.
Yeah, Stanton, the senior halfback, is having a fabulous season. Here's Sherlokovich running up the middle. And there is no witchcraft here, Duke. I'm saying he almost made it to the end zone.
Apparently wear your Professor Quirrell.
Oh, goodness. Duke to the end zone. Interception. He tested the defender, and that did not work. McLean Anthony with the interception, the 4th of the night for Duke.
Yeah, 4th of the night, and that wasn't looked like the receiver had him just a little bit underthrown, and the defense able to get that one.
Carter scrambling. Carter goes down, though. Texas, every time Baylor has made a play that feels like they're going to take the momentum, immediately Texas, whether it's their special teams or their defense, making huge plays to try to nip that momentum in the bud.
Yeah, doing well, getting these turnovers. Just you got to capitalize on these turnovers because you are down 27-7.
And Carter fakes the handoff. The read option keeps himself, loses 4 yards. 3rd and 21. Texas not giving anything up. Justin Brown, 6 tackles for loss tonight.
Yeah, 6 tackles for loss, 8 tackles total, and what a night he's been having. He might be considered for Defensive Player of the Week.
So Carter in the gun, 2 receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. And it's a halfback screen. And it falls on the ground. Texas has recovered. Texas got the ball right back and in great position. Who recovered it? That would be Cody Higdon, they're saying. Are they going to review it? Was he down?
It's tough to say. It might be down by contact, but even then, they will review it. So let's look at these replays, and he's down.
Yeah, he is. And real quick, Justin Brown with his 6 tackles for loss, 7 is the school record for most in a game. So he's 1 away, and there's 3 players that have that. So let's listen to the referee. And they're reversed. I think they got it right. He was down. So Baylor now 4th and 22, punting the ball. Texas will still have phenomenal field position across the 50-yard line, probably easily. And here we go, the return from Stanton. Over on Twitch, Caleb Howard, a 70-yard pick 6. Miami now up 35-24. Feels like their depth is starting to take over there. 5:24 left in the 3rd quarter.
As Miami getting back in that game, showing why they're ranked 1 for a reason.
A Duke to the end zone, and that's incomplete. And what Duke is saying, the only times he throws interceptions is when I'm in the booth.
And I don't know how true that one is.
Wolford, a 9-yard reception. That's his 4th catch tonight. 63 yards for him. That puts him about 62 yards short, 63 yards short, approximately.
Yeah, approximately.
So Duke now 3rd and 1. 3 receivers to the bottom, 1 to the top. Stanton in the backfield. And he hits Stanton with a 6-yard reception. And that's going to bring up 1st down.
And a nice catch there from Stanton. He manages to keep his feet in bounds, picks up a few extra yards, and a nice pass from Duke to put that one on the money.
So Texas in the PX1 Sports red zone at the 18-yard line of Baylor. 3 receivers at the top, 1 to the bottom. In the gun, hands it off to Stanton. Stanton up the middle. Stanton through the first 2 defenders. The 3rd defender finally gets him down 13 yards, and it's going to be 1st and goal and standing at 74 on the night already.
Yeah, Stanton trying to have a repeat of last week's performance. I wouldn't say not as nearly as high productive, but he's doing a great job as Glockovich gets a nice, I thought it was a nice carry.
Well, Glockovich coming in from the defense, giving Stanton a rest. And Stanton is back on the field. High formation. 2nd and goal to the fullback. Dukas. 3rd and goal. They're short. Baylor holding them. This would be a huge victory for Baylor if they can hold them to a field goal here. 2 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. And it's a Wildcat. Stanton not able to get it in. But what a formation. What a way to pull out the Wildcat. 4th and goal, and the field goal team on the field.
Yeah, he was able to get in the end zone there, kind of tried to be a little fancy at the end of that run play, and got tackled behind the end zone. And what a way for this defense to make another red zone stop.
So 30-7, ladies and gentlemen, 2:36 left in the 3rd quarter. The score looks a lot worse than what it really is. It feels like this game is so much closer. Baylor's defense forcing 4 turnovers, but they haven't capitalized offensively. They've had a few plays, but they've got to find a way to get downfield. See if Carter can do that here. 2 receivers at the bottom, Hunter in the backfield. He hands it off to Hunter. Hunter spins forward and picks up 2 yards.
Yeah, and I agree. They've gotten, their defense has played probably the game of their program's history, this being their first season in the league. And their offense, like I said, it's been consistency, and it's just haven't found any here tonight.
This is Hunter running up the middle. 3rd and 2. Oh, young grasshopper. One day you'll learn. Carter in the gun. It's going to be a handoff. This is a play. Elijah Miller, 1 yard. It's going to be 4th and inches. And Baylor at some point is going to have to go to 4-down territory, but they say not yet.
Yeah, I agree with this. Force the punt. Your defense has played great all game. And really just find another way to make a stop, or yet force another turnover. You've forced 4 already on Jay Duke, and trying to force another, and really your offense, if they get another one and get the ball back, you have to score.
So Texas starting at their 43-yard line, trips to the top of the screen, standing in the backfield, wide receiver screen to the top, and bouncing off one defender, Shockley, but gets hit by the second defender. 2nd down and 5. Field goal by North Carolina has brought the game 24-35, 2 minutes and 10 seconds left over in the 3rd quarter there.
And a great game over there. It'll feel, like you said, it feels like a way closer game than the score entails. And Texas trying to put up some more points.
Duke throwing to his receiver to the right side. That's Wetzel, an 8-yard reception, 1st and 10. And I will be nice and I will not say what I wanted to say to Duke right now. As Texas is at the 45-yard line. 1 receiver at the top, 1 to the bottom. Duke high stepping, hurdling over 1 defender, picks up 1 yard. He thinks he's on Dancing with the Stars all of a sudden.
He's doing a little bit of shake and bake, hurdles 1 defender. And as he's calling you out and telling you to say what you wanted to say.
Duke under pressure. Duke goes down, gets rid of the ball. That is a great way to – he could have lost a lot of yards there, able to get rid of the ball just in time. 3rd down and 9. Still a manageable play for Texas. 2 receivers at the bottom, 1 to the top, tight end motion from bottom to top. Standing in the backfield blocking. Duke to the right side. He has his receiver, but out of bounds. And it's 4th and 9, and they're going to review it. That was a very close play.
And it was very close. He was wide open on the corner route. Let's see if he has it, and that's a close one. And they're going to say he caught it. What a play from this Texas offense, picking up the first down on a wide open corner route.
I felt like that was a generous call, but it is what it is. So 1st and 10, Texas now at the 29 of Baylor. Duke throwing the bottom of the field, has standing out of the backfield and a host of defenders. And Duke is calling everyone out because chat is dead. But anyhow, end of the third quarter, 30-7, Texas in the lead. Stay tuned. You are watching the CFSL on PX1 Sports on YouTube. You do not want to miss this exciting conclusion. Well, welcome back to the fourth quarter. We are having all kinds of fun on and off the field tonight, Colton. As Texas going to the wide receiver screen, and it works. That's going to be a nice reception. That's Shockley, his 10th catch of the night.
And it's a nice catch. And Duke saying all one viewers when there's more than one person talking in chat right now.
So Duke, under pressure, throws this one away. Where says I'm a hater, or no, Ron the Wizard, which is Ronnie Aiken. And I'm actually one of Beard's biggest supporters. I just have to give him a hard time. Duke going to the middle of the field, and that's a first down. Shockley, 14 yards, and a first and goal.
Yeah, first and goal, and they've struggled in the red zone scoring touchdowns majority of tonight. Let's see if they can punch this one in.
Touchdown, Texas! James Stanton, the 2-yard rush right up the middle. The senior capping off his career these last couple games, and this was a huge touchdown.
A huge touchdown, going up, making this lead even worse. And Baylor, they're on the might have to hit that panic button. You're getting late in this game, in the fourth quarter. Your offense needs to find some type of room, and running the football might be out of the question now.
I would agree. It is 4-down territory from here on out. If I am Baylor, down by 30, 8-24, it's going to be a very hard task, but it's not completely impossible. Baylor will need to get some points and get some points fast. Carter will be in the gun, twins to the top, twins to the bottom, Hunter in the backfield. And halfback screen to Hunter. Hunter bouncing off the first defender, stumbles forward, picks up 4 yards, and that's going to give 2nd down and 6.
And a nice screen play. Really able to manage a way to pick up 5 yards off that screen.
Carter throwing down the right side, has Cooper. What a catch on the sideline. Over on Twitch, Colton, we have a scoring update. A 25-yard field goal for Miami. 38-24, 8:55 left in the fourth quarter there. So an exciting game over there. Back here on YouTube, Carter hands this one off to Hunter. Hunter running left, cuts back inside, picks up 5 yards, and 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, nice run from Hunter, picking up those 5 yards, and Justin Brown making a nice tackle and going over double digits.
Carter in the shotgun. Blitz coming middle of the field. What a hit. Lawrence Cooper caught it, but let's get the doctors out here and put him in concussion protocol.
And Chet Owens sending that man to the shadow realm. What a hit onto Lawrence Cooper.
And 1st down and 10. Baylor now at the Texas 33-yard line. 3 receivers to the top. Carter in the gun, hands it off to Hunter. Hunter up the middle, loses 1. That's Robert Green, his 3rd tackle for loss tonight. He's had a heck of a game as well.
Yeah, he has had a really good game, and he's over double-digit TFLs with this game tonight. And really done a fantastic job stopping this run attack.
The pressure is coming, and great job by Carter finding Christian Davis. Makes this a manageable 3rd and 5.
And manageable 3rd and 5. Don't panic just yet. You are in field goal range, but I would expect you to go for it if you don't convert here.
Yeah, field goals really are not optional at this point for Baylor, I would think. Two receivers at the bottom, one at the top, halfback screen, and Davis is hit at the line of scrimmage, 4th and 5. The offense has to stay on the field. I mean, they have to, and they do.
Yeah, they definitely have to convert here. Getting the ball back to Texas. They've scored in the last few drives.
Here we go, halfback screen, and this is going to be close at the line. Hunter with just enough on the halfback screen, and Baylor lives and has a new set of chains.
Yeah, they live to tell another tale, and a great play on that screen to barely able to get the first down.
And going back to the screen, Hunter back out there again. A stiff arm, a 4-yard reception. And I think it's kind of crazy to go with these halfback screens in this situation.
I agree. Going for the halfback screen on these on first down, and especially on that 4th down play call, is wild.
Christian Davis out of the backfield loses 2 yards. So 3rd and 7 for Baylor, Colton. 5:47 left in the game. They're down by 30. They need to be moving a little bit faster than what they are.
I agree. They're kind of moving at such a slow pace on this drive. I mean, you got to score, go for 2, and get the onside basically on every possession that you get from here on out.
So Carter in the shotgun. Carter under pressure. Carter gets rid of the ball just in time. He doesn't lose any yards. Lives to play another down. 4th and 7. They're at the 20. 5:34 left in the game. Carter in the shotgun. Twins at the bottom. Twins at the top. And halfback screen. Dorian Hunter only picks up 3. And it's a turnover on down. The Longhorns have got to be happy with that stop.
It definitely got to be happy. You got the ball back. You're still in some decent field position, not backed up too far in your own end zone.
And a handoff to Stannon. Stannon running right. Bouncing off the first defender. Over on Twitch, we have a scoring update. Miami separating themselves now as the #1 team should. A 1-yard rush by Sam Dobbins. 45-24, 6:15 left in the game over there. And back on YouTube, Texas up by 30. Jay Duke throwing the wide receiver screen. And that will be to Joey Wolford, a 6-yard pickup, just enough for a first down.
And just enough for the first down. And even with the 4 interceptions, Jay Duke has played phenomenal here tonight, and finding a way to try and get Texas and secure this win.
Stannon running up the middle. Wolford is 46 yards away from tying Scooby Lewis for 3rd most in school history. We'll see if Duke can find him here. Duke in the shotgun, 3 receivers to the bottom. And Connor Burns with the deflection.
And with the deflection, almost could have had an interception on that throw. And it is 3rd and a little over a pinky length here for the Longhorns.
Duke in the shotgun quarter. Or no, it's Wildcat with Stannon. I'm not sure what he just did. He stutter stepped. He had the edge, and he stutter stepped. And now 4th and inches. He's short, and Texas gonna punt.
Yeah, well, I don't know what he was doing. He had the first down. Like he had the room, he had the edge set, just needed to run past, secure the first down, but instead stutter steps and doesn't pick it up.
So Baylor, maybe a shot, 4 minutes, 30 points. So I mean, it would be absolutely crazy if it happened, but they're going to have to move fast. Baylor middle of the field has his receiver, B.J. Shark Jr., 11-yard reception. But keep in mind, Baylor now, while their hopes of winning this game are very slim, they're playing for the voters right now. A strong finish against Texas could win them some votes for a playoff spot. Carter in the shotgun. Passes down to the right side, finds Dorian Hunter, and brings up a 2nd and 10.
It doesn't get anything on that throw, and I agree. It's very slim that they could come back in this game with under 4 minutes to play. But as you said, they're trying to play for some votes right now.
So Carter's got some time. Carter Unloaded deep down the left and nearly picked off Alex Abernathy. Already one interception tonight. And a little bit more on that pass, and that would have been a touchdown for Baylor.
Yeah, a little bit more on the touch. It would have been a touchdown, just underthrown and could have been intercepted.
So Carter under pressure, thrown deep down the right side. That one was deflected. Great job. And they're asking where Chalakovich is. Yeah, I think he had 10 tackles in the second quarter alone. So yeah, he's been very active tonight. And Baylor forced the punt, not what they wanted.
Yeah, not what they wanted, and Texas probably going to run the rest of this clock out and try and force Baylor to use all of their timeouts if Baylor chooses to go that route.
Look at the total yards, 484 to 162. On paper, Texas has dominated this game, but it really feels like Baylor has played a much better game than what this score shows.
I agree with that totally.
So Duke now, and this Texas Longhorns offense back on, hands this off to Stannon. Stannon up the middle. Stannon 15 yards, over 100 now. What a great job by him. And he has just really stepped it up these last couple weeks.
Yeah, he's definitely stepped it up. Stanton making a name, trying to maybe get into the voting for the best for All-American running back.
Here's a handoff to Chalakovich. Stanton now has his third straight 100-yard rushing game. And prior to those three, he only ever had one in his career. So definitely finishing strong. Duke in the shotgun. Stanton back there with him. Duke keeping it himself, running it up the middle. Picks up 5 yards, 3rd down and 5.
And a nice run from Duke, kind of looking like my player out there running at the speed of a turtle.
2 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom. Now 1 going in motion and hands this one up the middle. And that's James Stanton, a 9-yard carry. 118 on the night, averaging 7.4 a game.
Yeah, that's crazy tonight, averaging over 7 yards a carry. And doing a phenomenal job to secure Texas a automatic playoff bid and securing the Big 12 championship. So congrats to them.
Absolutely. And we got a penalty real quick over on Twitch, a 4-yard run by Kevin Price, quarterback for North Carolina. 45-31, 3:16 left in the fourth. When we get done here, we're almost done. There's still over 3 minutes left in the game. Make sure you go to Twitch and watch the conclusion of that game. And Duke in the shotgun, 2 receivers at top, to the bottom. And a rush right up the middle. Stanton not stopping. Stanton still going 24 yards. What a run. And over on Twitch, North Carolina recovers the onside kick. So drama unfolding over there. But what a run by Stanton. That man is running with a mission.
Yeah, he is running with the mission, and that will be the last play of the ball game. Congrats to Texas. You are Big 12 champs.
Yeah, congratulations. What a game. Hats off to Baylor tonight, Colton. They've played great. Give me your final thoughts.
And hats off to Baylor indeed. Yeah, you might have lost this game and not been mathematically eliminated from an automatic playoff bid, as now OK State is going to get one. But Baylor played a phenomenal game, forcing 4 turnovers on Jay Duke is very impressive. And I'm excited to see if they can prove us yet again how good they are next week.
Well, thank you to our executive producer, Mike Peters, our associate producer, Austin Crow, as well as my broadcast partner, Colton Powell, for tonight's action. On behalf of our broadcast crew, I'm David Ware. You've been watching this CFSL PX1 Sports on YouTube. Week 7's in the books, but we are on to rivalry week, so make sure you turn in at 5:30 on Monday to Inside Blitz on Twitch. And as we get ready to gear up for the last week of the regular season, it's been a great night of CFSL action. We thank you all, and make sure you head over to Twitch to watch the conclusion of that game. Thank you guys, and have a wonderful night.